tudo bem? Back with the second video. This time I'm going to look at some elementary vocabulary. So this vocabulary is aimed at those of you who've been learning for a bit. You want to build up your vocabulary, getting phrases, getting more into subjects. So I've chosen the topic for this week to be train travel, because you might want to go somewhere and buy a train ticket, or even just be able to navigate the train website. So I'm going to go through some phrases for you. If you want, if you're at home by yourself, you can practice saying the phrases after me to practice the pronuncia. Because don't forget, learning words isn't just about being able to recognize them on paper. It's all about being able to say them and recognize them when you hear them quickly. Okay, and very often we forget the very important thing of the mechanics, the moving our mouth around to be able to say the words. I often think learning a language is very much like learning to drive. There's a theoretical aspect, and then there's the practical aspect. And often when you first start going into the practical aspect after having studied some theory, it can seem very difficult, so many things to do. So repeating after me is helping you to get used to saying the words. Okay, so if we want to buy a ticket, biljet, we've got that liet sound there, like the liet in million. Biljet feels very like too much in my mouth when I say that. Biljet de ida e volta is a return ticket, a ticket of going and coming back. Biljet de ida e volta. Or if I don't want to go and come back, I just want a single ticket. Biljet simples. Biljet simples. Could possibly say also biljet só de ida, just of going, is also possible. Now, interesting question you might want to ask when you're on the comboio, the train, is whether you have to change. So this is tenho de fazer transbordo. Tenho de, do I have to, fazer, make, transbordo, changing to a different train. Tenho de fazer transbordo. Do I have to change? And they might tell you, or you might want to ask if it's direct. This is very easy, like English. É direto. É direto. Okay. And you might want to know when the train leaves or arrives. So, for example, if it's in 20 minutes time, daqui a 20 minutos. Daqui a 20 minutos. Okay, so literally from here to 20 minutes. So that means you'll wait 20 minutes and then it'll happen. Okay. Sometimes you want to know the class. So primeira class, de primeira class, first class, or de segunda class. Okay, not always an option, but it might be. At the estação dos comboios, at the train station, you could need to know the platform or the line, linha, linha. The word plataforma does exist, but the word linha is more commonly used. So, which is the platform? Qual é a linha? Qual é a linha? Okay. And you might want to know how long it is until the train departs. So, quanto tempo falta para a partida? Quanto tempo falta para a partida? How much time is lacking for the departure, literally? And you also might want to know, how long does the journey take? So we could ask, quanto tempo demora a viagem? Quanto tempo demora a viagem? Okay, so how long lasts or goes on for the journey. Okay. Notice that viagem is a feminine word, a viagem, because it's a word ending in GEM. All the words, every single one of them that ends in GEM is a feminine word. Okay, that can be a good tip. They're often very hard to pronounce, actually, these words. Viagem. Okay, getting the emphasis in the middle, not at the end there. Okay, let me run through those again, the phrases, if you want to repeat them after me. Bilhete de ida e volta. Remember what it means? Bilhete simples. Tenho de fazer transbordo, é direto, daqui a 20 minutos, de primeira classe, de segunda classe. Qual é a linha? Quanto tempo falta para a partida? Quanto tempo demora a viagem? Okay, so there you go. Some nice phrases there. It's always good to build up your vocabulary. So knowing a few phrases, learning a few phrases each week is really good. Often we find ourselves relying on a small toolkit of words that we've gained, that we've learned, and using these words in not necessarily the exact right way, but we get by with them. So once we're at that stage, sometimes we need to make an effort to become aware of and learn new phrases so that we can understand more and become more eloquent in the way that we speak. Okay, all of these words I've been talking about now and phrases are in the Quizlet set that I've made available. I'll put the link in the comments underneath this video for you. Okay, ciao ciao. I'll be back in a minute with the intermediate. Okay.